One evening after work, I noticed something was off with Lisa, my wife of 5 years. She seemed distracted, more distant than usual. I couldn't quite figure it out at first, but there was a strange tension in the air, something I had never felt between us before. Looking back, the signs had been creeping in for weeks. Late nights at the office became more frequent. Her phone never left her side, and whenever I asked about her day, she answered with that guilty look in her eyes. The explanations she gave felt rehearsed, yet I convinced myself it was just work stress. Maybe I was imagining things. At least, that's what I kept telling myself. But one night, everything changed. Lisa had left her phone on the kitchen counter, face down. A notification lit up the screen, and I couldn't resist. I picked it up and unlocked it. The message was short, but it said everything. Can't wait to see you tonight. 9 p.m. at our usual spot. I'll be there early to set things up. My chest tightened as the words sank in. I wanted to believe it was harmless, but deep down, I knew better. I had to find out who this person was. The next day, I kept calm on the surface, pretending nothing was wrong, though inside my thoughts spun out of control. Should I confront her directly? Or should I wait and see where this led? That evening, Lisa mentioned she was going out with friends. I didn't question her. I already knew the truth was slipping further from her words. She got ready slowly, carefully, as though she was preparing for someone special. When she left, I made my choice. I followed her. I drove to the restaurant I suspected she would be going to and parked nearby, hidden in the dark. My pulse was racing, my mind tangled with anger, fear, and uncertainty. What if I really saw her with someone else? How would I react? I didn't have a plan, only emotions burning inside me. After a few minutes, she appeared. Lisa walked into the restaurant, glancing over her shoulder before entering. She wasn't dressed casually. She looked as if she had taken extra care to impress. Then I saw him. A tall man with dark hair, standing confidently near the entrance. He smiled as she approached, and my stomach churned. From the car, I watched them, my heart pounding. I couldn't just sit there. I stepped out and moved toward the door, desperate to know the truth with my own eyes. But then something strange happened. Just as I reached the entrance, the man turned and walked past me without a glance. He didn't seem to notice me at all. For a second, I froze. Was he leaving? Was he avoiding me? My thoughts scattered. I pushed open the door, bracing myself. Inside, Lisa sat alone at a table, her fingers nervously tapping on her phone. When she looked up and saw me, the color drained from her face. When our eyes locked, she shot to her feet, stammering. "What are you doing here?" Her voice shook, and the panic on her face was undeniable. For a moment, silence hung between us, the weight of the situation pressing down. She looked like an animal cornered, scrambling for a lie that could set her free. But this wasn't the time for pretending anymore. I stepped toward the table, keeping my tone steady but low. "I know what's going on. I know about him." The color drained from her face. You don't know anything," she muttered, but the tremor in her words betrayed her. Her eyes flicked toward the door, as though she expected him to walk back in, but he didn't. I leaned closer, studying her every twitch. "You've been with someone else. And it's not the first time." The fury inside me burned hot, but I held it back, refusing to give her that satisfaction. "You thought you could hide it. But now, Liz, you have to face me." Her lips trembled, her hands unsteady. "I'm sorry. Please, just let me explain." She reached for me, but I pulled away before she could touch my arm. I knew better than to let her twist the truth again. "I don't want excuses," I said, my voice like ice. "I want the truth." That was when she cracked. Tears broke through the mask she had been clinging to, and everything spilled out. How it began as a friendship, how it slid into something more, how she lied again and again to cover her tracks. Her confession poured out in a flood, and with each word, my chest grew heavier. I had loved her. I had trusted her. And she had destroyed that trust in the cruelest way. The realization crushed me. Part of me wanted to shout, to break something, to make her feel even a fraction of the pain she had inflicted. But another part, the foolish part that still cared, wanted only to walk away and never look back. I turned to leave, but her hand gripped my arm desperately. Please, don't go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for any of this. Please. Her tears streamed freely now. But I was no longer swayed by them. You made your choice, I said, firm. And now I'm making mine. I left her there, pushing through the restaurant doors, their swing shutting behind me with a hollow thud that echoed through my chest. I didn't know what tomorrow would bring, only that everything had changed. That night, my phone lit up endlessly with her calls. Over and over, she begged for forgiveness. But I didn't answer. The wound was too deep. I couldn't tell if I would ever forgive her. What I did know was that I was finished being the fool. No one would ever hold that power over me again.